Hi everyone. I'm tuning in a little bit earlier than I normally would because today is the day. In about 30 minutes, I am going to head to an office with my husband, sign a bunch of papers, and get the keys to our house. It's kind of amazing that this is happening. I just realized that for the past 8 months, 8 months, we have been in this transition. That is almost an entire year. The metaphor I have been experiencing lately is I feel like my realtor and my mortgage people and the underwriter and everyone is, they're all like my doulas. They are our doulas shepherding in this new home. And there was a long period of waiting, and I realized, oh my gosh, there actually was a long period of waiting. It's been 8 months of when we decided to make this move, packing, selling our house in Washington State, moving to the Cape, moving here to Maine in the short-term rental. And today's the day. The baby's coming. The baby's coming today. And that baby is a house built in the 1880s, and it's going to be wild. We're going to get to, the movers come tomorrow. So we'll get to reunite with our things. We'll get to remove a lot of wallpaper. If anyone has tips on wallpaper removal, feel free to share them. Uh, we are going to be, yeah, nesting for a little while, getting ourselves settled. And this week has also been a big week because my husband, he left his job when our daughter was born 10 years ago to be a stay-at-home dad. And then for the past few years, he's been working part-time, doing various things. And Monday, he started a new job and he's working full-time for the first time in 10 years, which is amazing. And it's at Husson University at the Student Services building area, and he's really loving it. It's been a really great match, and a really great fit. So he's working, the kids are at school, we're getting a house, we're getting our things. It's amazing. Things have changed. Oh, and tomorrow, both my husband and I are going in and we're getting our first vaccine. So this is this has been a big week of change, and I just want to thank all of you who have been following me on this journey, to thank all of you who have been patient with me when it comes to my emails and responses, and to thank every member of my doula team who has helped to make this happen, both from the very beginning as we decided to move and say goodbye, until now. And I have to say, like, people have been asking, how are we doing? How are the kids doing? And the thing that I am really recognizing is that the more I can feel into my feelings when they arrive, the better available I can be to my children, to this experience, to being present. And I will tell you, this whole experience has not been filled with a lot of pleasant emotions. Yes, there has been joy and excitement and anticipation, but there has also been a lot of grief, a lot of anger, and a lot of fear. And what have found is that, yeah, this week, a lot of grief came up for me because even though I'm excited to be getting the keys and I'm excited for the baby to come, so to speak, there's grief for the life I left. And I can feel myself getting emotional now just talking about it. Um, Grief for the change and fear that comes with that, and a bit of anger. Like when the grief first showed up, I was like, screw you. I didn't say screw you. I said F you. I was like, F you. I don't want to experience grief anymore. I am so done with grief, but grief is not yet done with me. And I'm sure there'll be waves of it. But what I found is that as soon as I like had my time of grief, to kind of mourn, to cry, to let go, to release, you know, I think there's this thing that happens in life where we have to release, we have to let go of the future that we thought we wanted, or we have to let go of the life that we thought we could have. And we have to, so that we can be present for the life that we're in. And that was really the crossroads that I felt, and that my grief was really pulling me towards, was like, yeah, sometimes we want life to go one way and it ends up going another way, or we think life is going to go one way and it goes another, and there's choices that we have to make all along the way, and we have to sometimes um, make a certain choice and be okay with letting that other decision go. Whether it's a move, or whether it's deciding to have children or not. We have, or whatever big change, to take this job instead of that one. We have to kind of, there's a point of grief, I think, that we encounter. It's different than losing a person, but there is losing that other way of being. And it's not to take away from the joy and the excitement and the beauty and the wonder of the life that you're living. Um, it's one of those both and things. When I can grieve the life that I'm not going to live, then it helps me be fully present and enjoy and savor and delight in the life that I am living. So those have been my awarenesses this whole time. Those are my updates. Yeah, things are big. So as you make changes in your life, and I think there's, I don't think it's ever too late to grieve. I think that sometimes that grief comes a little bit later, and that's okay. Um, because what I've learned is that once they always say you got to feel it to heal it. And oh, I just remember being like, I don't want to feel this anymore. But then it was like, okay, okay, I'm going to feel it. And then it's like, oh, now I can feel genuine joy for the house. There's no feelings of dread coming with me, or needing to control things, or any of the other stuff that comes up when we're not grieving. Big stuff. All right. Well, I wish you a wonderful week. This will be it for today, but I will see you next week, probably in the new house. That'll be exciting. All right. Take care. Bye.